Hey y'all, this is Cindy. I'm the Tireless Tangler, and you've arrived at day 17 of the 100 Days of Zentangle Project 2020. Thank you all so much for being with me today. Our tangle is going to be AYAME or AYAME, and it is by CZT Emiko Kaneko from Japan. And I have to say that Emiko is one of the most beautiful artists I have ever seen, and anytime you can find her work, you should take a look because it is amazing. You will once again this week love this tangle. This is I don't know how to describe it, so I'm just going to show you. It's a very springy, flowery looking tangle. In Linda Farmer's article, Emiko writes that this can be drawn just with a couple of leaf shapes and some wavy lines. And if only it were so simple. So this tangle is put together in sort of a triangle shape. And so I'm going to, just because it's me, I'm going to start on a corner here on my tile, and I'm using an apprentice tile once again, a Zentangle apprentice tile. So it's a bit bigger than the original tiles. This is indeed done in a leaf shape. Something like this. Yes. Okay, and then you're going to want to draw another one, and you're going to want the ends to meet up. And so I have been doing this just starting at the end, and I'm starting with the curve here on the line. And I'm sort of going at that backwards. Now that's not a very good version, but it's still going to work. And then going out this way, we're again going to follow the line. As soon as I figure out what that is, we're going to follow this line, because I know where that's going. Okay, so I really don't know how to describe these as sort of inverted S's maybe, or upside down S's or something, but whatever description you want to use for them, this is sort of how they look. Okay, and you can tell that mine are all different sort of shapes, and it's still going to work out. So the next step is to make an aura line between, sort of dividing it down the middle, and you're going to want to follow the curve of your first two lines, or at least of your first line, and turn your tile and repeat. And you can see I'm taking off here and landing here and turning my tile. And we're going to see if this will work here. And take off here. And we'll land there, and that's going to work perfectly. Now the next part of this tangle is something that you might have to practice. It is something that I have enjoyed practicing because it just, I don't know, it works for me. So we're going to make echo lines, and we're going to do that like this. We're going to start on the line, come out a little ways, make a rounded top, and then we're going to come back down following that line and into the center point. Okay, let me show you again. Starting a little further down, go out with a rounded edge, and then sort of just wave back in following the curve. You're going to want to continue to get shorter and add these until you run out of space. If you have a little extra, you can just black it in. Pretty, right? Okay, let's do the next one. You're going to see that even though these are sort of different shapes, these echo lines are really going to pull it all together. So just make a little curve out and then pull it back in, following the curve of the line. And keep getting smaller till you run out of space. And again, this is something that you may need to practice. I know I did. It's essential that you leave your hand in the same position so that all of these start to look the same. Pretty, huh? Well, this is it. This is the basic tangle. Now, the fun on this is the embellishing. And I really suggest that you guys check out this tangle on Tangle Patterns and look at Emiko's art. It's just stunning. She has managed to mess with shading. She has embellished. She has done all kinds of cool things on hers. And so I am going to do something on my own and see how that turns out. I think I want to start by AYAME this middle line. And I'm going to do the same thing on each one of these. This is really pretty. And see it now, it doesn't seem to matter so much about the shapes being a little bit different, does it? So now what can we do? Well, we can do all kinds of things. We can sparkle and stripe this. Or rather, ink it with a sparkle in it. Something like that. Really like that. Emmy has in many of her examples these sort of little flower petal type lines coming out, and she does that on each one. And my tip for you is to again follow the curve of the line with these. It may take some practice to get used to. Now I'm going to do this line again. It will help with some contrast. And you'll notice I'm just trying to gently flick my pen down, a very light stroke at the end. And I want this to look very, very natural looking, which can be tough. Can be tough. Alright, so I liked this little hatch mark on the top, so I think I'm going to add that here and hope it comes out just as nicely. Not quite as nicely, but I can deal. Okay, let's do this one. So I'm going to throw out a challenge today. I'm going to challenge you guys to embellish this in as many different ways as you can. Then tag me and the one that is the most inventive, I don't know, maybe we will I don't know. I don't want to scare anybody off, but post your art on Instagram if you are not on there. That is the go-to place for artists, really. I mean, there's lots of places to post art, but Instagram is a really great way to stay in touch with your fellow artists. That seems to be the place for artists. So that's where I post to. Because I'm happy to say I can say I'm an artist today. Oops. I'm just going to add a couple of these little faux hatch marks. And all right. Yeah, I think I will add a few of these little hatch marks along. The edges here. I am so excited I get to do an online class with Emiko tomorrow morning or afternoon in my time. And she's just, I can't wait. The lesson looks amazing. If you're curious about Emiko's art club, you should check it out. Well worth the money. If you really are serious about improving your art, wow, I can't make a better recommendation. I know my art has improved astronomically since learning from Eni. It is always nice. I can block a couple of hours in to just do art. And right before my knee surgery, so hopefully I'll be all jazzed. I honestly don't know, guys, if I'm going to have enough videos banked for this. We might miss a day, but I'm going to do my very best to be back with you as quickly as possible. And don't go crazy with those. Here. Oh, I like this so much. Now, the other thing that Emi has on her step out is other tangles that she used around this to really make it dynamic. And she used some orbs. She also used muka in there to great effect. And I'm very tempted to step out on my... Nope. You guys can do that. I am not going to. I promised mono tangles, and this is what I'm going to do. So this is our tangle for today. I am going to continue to work on my tile, and who knows what I'll put in there. But I want you guys to be thinking for yourselves, what would you do to this if you had this? And I have even thought of doing echo lines back this way and all kinds of different things. So surprise me with your art, guys. I really want to see what you come up with this. Really check out Emi's art on Tangle Patterns or on Instagram. She is also on Instagram, and you are going to love this pattern. And I can't wait to play with this. And I would normally play along with you, but I really want you guys to experiment with this yourselves and see what you can come up with, okay? So that is going to be all for day 17 of the 100 Days of Zentangle 2020. And this has been AYAME or AMA, and it's by Emiko Kaneko. She is in Japan, and she is a CZT. All right, guys, I will see you tomorrow for day 18.